Boom.
Guess what?
What?
It's fucking Saturday.
Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah, baby.
Where's the White Claw, Gabe, when you need him?
I know. I'm freaking Bush Light Gabe.
Boom.
Fuck.
We're having some tech difficulties. This is why we need interns. This is exactly why we need some interns, but we got them wearing like...
We're back.
We got them wearing like jock straps and shit. We're like, you fucking gay, get it.
Just jockstrap.
Get it.
Oh, all right, we're back.
He's such a gay with the way he wears that jockstrap. What happened there?
I think when I was grabbing my coaster, I hit this battery, which moved it because
That's all right.
that mount is not good. So,
Oh, well. Dude, what's going on? What's new?
what's new? What's new? I don't know.
Nothing's new?
What's new? Not really.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a week
That's
since
true.
last episode. So
Yeah, last week was fun, though.
last week was good. Thank you, Blake, again. That was
Yes.
that was a fucking blast. It was so much fun.
Shout out to Blake. That was a good time. And everything meshed really well, which was cool.
Surprisingly went well.
Yeah.
Look at this. Back to just us two, and I'm fucking shit up already. Somehow worked at his house, so.
I liked it there.
So
I
did
liked it there, yeah.
It was a bit cramped, but once we sat down, everything was good. It was good. You know,
Yeah.
we made it work, which I was pretty happy about.
He adds a good dynamic to conversation and stuff. And it was just nice to have like a big change of pace.
Oh, yeah.
So
He was not awkward at all. I mean, the way he talks and everything, it's just, it was perfect. What?
that sounds sarcastic.
No, I'm not.
Not that's funny. He was not awkward whatsoever.
He wasn't, dude. Not at all.
No, it was really good because he does his streams. I think that he just has that ability to switch over to, I don't want to use the word entertainer mode, but
I mean, basically.
different,
Yeah.
not him normally mode. And nothing wrong with him normally, but I guess like
yeah.
it's like you can get some stage fright really easily.
Oh, yeah. I
with doing
get
this.
it. Yeah, but coming on a podcast that is very popular.
With 9
You know?
followers and subscribers. Those
So-
are that's 7 people.
Yeah.
You gotta entertain. Because I'm one and you're 2.
And I'm two, yeah. And then the rest are, whatever.
You know what we gotta do? We gotta go to the Apple store.
Mm-hmm.
What am I doing?
And put them on all the computers. Dude,
Yes, subscribe
honestly,
on all the computers.
it sounds cringy, but that could work.
Yeah.
Because out of the majority of the people that are just going to turn it off, or the workers are going to turn it off, some people are going to be like,
One person's
What
gonna
is
say,
this?
What is this?
and then you do it 80 times, and that's 80 people.
Right. With all the computers and all the phones there, we just... I don't know if you could airdrop it to all of them, but you could bring up the Spotify.
All you
the
do is bring
YouTube
up
link
YouTube. You bring up the YouTube link. That's it. That's the easiest
and
thing.
leave it there.
Go on Safari, bring up
Yeah.
YouTube, copy and paste it, and just have it up there, and just play it. We got you start on this side, I start on this side, and we just move as quick as we can, and then just dip.
That's like the current way of like leaving flyers for stuff.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah.
Because nobody's going to look at a podcast from a flyer that they see.
They're going
Just
to
like
move
fucking-
the flyer to look at the technology they want to look at, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we need to do that.
We need to do that.
Yeah.
Dude, speaking of flyers, when I was in high school, I was in a band, and we had a show. It was one of our main, like our first big shows. It was at a place called, I think it was Evo Records. It was Evolution Records in downtown Lakeland. The place is closed now.
Far.
Yeah.
Quite far.
It was a long drive. We got lost somehow.
On the way?
Yeah, this was before reliable GPS was a common thing.
So did you print out the
No,
instructions?
but I had a friend who claimed to know how to get there.
Yeah,
And
never trust
He
that.
got in a small fender bender after we lost him, and somehow we got to the venue. But it was our first show. But the band I was in, we printed off flyers, and we went to Bloomingdale High School, and we just stuck them on every door on the way in. And
That's what you got to do, man.
I don't know if it brought any extra people out, but
It might have. At least one. When you do stuff like that, it's
Yeah.
at least going to get like a very small percentage of a response.
maybe.
I don't think those are ever 0% effective, you know? There's always some sort of effectiveness. Obviously, it's not great most of the time, but,
So fun fact about me, I always start the stopwatch
Oh, fuck, I didn't start mine.
5 minutes late.
I just started mine for mine.
Yeah.
Well, however, is it 5 minutes? I guess we don't
I'm
know.
just guessing it's been
Yeah.
5 minutes, but
I feel like it's probably been 5 minutes, so.
yeah.
Now I got to pay attention to my camera, so when it stops recording, it always fucking happens, dude.
That's all right.
Yeah,
That's all right.
it's ridiculous.
What
What are you drinking there?
I'm drinking this brand new White Claw Hard Seltzer Surge Blood Orange 8%. It's a tall boy.
How many, tall boy, so 16 ounces compared to the 12.
Yeah.
How many calories in that can?
220.
How much is in a normal 12-ounce White Claw?
100. Where's it
Make
coming
that
from?
make sense.
Where's it coming from?
Make it make sense for me.
I can't because nothing changes on the nutritional value thingy-madoohickey, just except the sodium.
I feel like the biggest difference is obviously the either stronger alcohol or the more alcohol they put in it. How could that equate to 120 more calories in 4 more ounces of like liquid?
I don't know.
That's fucking weird.
That's
Some
30
some
ounces.
weird shit going on there,
It's
dude.
30 calories per ounce.
That's fucking nuts.
I don't get it. I don't know. But I mean, it tastes pretty good. It is kind of strong. It tastes like the first time I had a seltzer, which was sort of bitter.
It has that strong like malt liquor taste
Yeah.
when you swallow it, which I'm not a huge fan of. I had one last night and it was okay, but
Do you think they went with the blood orange flavor so it kind of blends with that bitter bite?
maybe. They have other flavors, right?
I don't know. Like
I think that's what Maggie was saying. They have I don't know the flavors, but they have more.
it reminds
So-
me of a grapefruit kind of tart, bitter flavor.
This one?
Just
Or
the
just the
flavor.
flavor?
Yeah.
I like grapefruit, so I would like a grapefruit version of this because it would probably overpower that
Yeah.
alcohol, weird malt liquor taste. But
It's pretty good. I don't hate it. I couldn't drink 3 of these. I'm on my second in
yeah,
4 hours. So, but hey, real quick, in
yes,
case you don't know, maybe why we have the flag and why we have the jersey this week. I didn't wear mine because I wore it last time, so I wanted to give it a break. But the Lightning are currently still in the playoffs.
we are in the semifinals. We are up 2-1,
2-1
not 2-0,
in the series.
and we play in T-minus 40 something minutes, 47 minutes.
So puck drop will be in about 60 minutes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, basically about an hour.
They are away this game. It's game 3. They are away this game here. It's game 3 in the semifinal thingamadoohickey.
The Stanley Cup semifinals.
Brought
The
to
Lightning.
Brought to you by Spectra.
Oh God, only Spectrum.
Yeah, I'm excited though.
I'm very excited. I've been watching every time I put this on, and that's why we've been winning. You know, I didn't wear it the first game, so you know.
Did you not?
I actually haven't worn it at all this time.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just talking shit. I did last year, and we won the cup, so
Sweet.
that's why we won. So
Lots of big things happen, and then you kind of remember where exactly you were when this happened or when that happened. Where were you exactly when the Lightning won in the series last cup against the Dallas Stars? Where
you mean
were
last year?
Yeah,
I was here. I was basically almost right where we're at because our couch is usually pushed up, and we were watching it here. I had my pitcher, so you know the pitcher you get at like Hooters or anywhere for beer that has like the cooling chamber in the middle.
Sweet.
I have one of those. I don't know why we don't use that. I guess we drink different drinks, but
We just hop around.
but it's fun to use. Obviously, it keeps the beer cold, and
There's way too many electronics going on up here for an
yeah,
open container
a
like
wide
that.
open. Yeah, no, you're right. That's
One bump and it's just gonna go.
and yeah, everything's fucked. But yeah, I was right here with a pitcher of beer, probably some snacks. Michaela was sitting right next to me, and I'm fucking wearing this, and I'm just like at the edge of the couch, just screaming. So
I was in a hotel room. We were going to Universal the next day, and we were in downtown Disney, and it was a ghost town because it was like maybe the first 2 or 3 weeks or first month of things opening back up.
that they were open.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't remember what month that was, but we went to a restaurant, and the guy who was serving us, he told us, I don't know if it's true, he told us it was his first shift back after his furlough. So he was energetic, dude. Yeah, he was excited.
Hey,
he had
that's
great
awesome.
service too.
Oh, I'm sure he did. Yeah.
Right. So having months,
Months off, basically.
After having months off, we're like,
Not getting paid.
here's a tip, dude.
Yeah. I would hell yeah, dude. I would have tipped as much as I could financially support, but to make him feel good, because hey, he deserves it.
Yeah, I think we were at the NBA restaurant downtown Disney or something like that.
Oh yeah, okay.
They have like a lot of specialty restaurants down there. Have you ever been down there, like downtown Disney area?
The yeah, wasn't there like another name for it too?
I don't know.
Downtown
Probably.
Disney? Yeah, no, there was. I mean, I might be just having a brain fart, but yeah, no, I've been down there with Michaela and her dad and stuff, and we've eaten at this one Mexican restaurant that is kind of on the water, but it has an indoor outdoor like seating area. It was nice. It was good.
It was a good time. Yeah. They turned that Disney Quest into some NBA fucking Hall of Fame.
NBA restaurant?
Like no.
Oh.
Remember Disney Quest? Like the several layer game
Oh,
arcade
yeah. No,
thing?
I think I do, yeah.
They turned it into an NBA Hall of Fame, I'm pretty sure. And it's like just not even close to
not as
great.
cool.
No.
Yeah.
Did you ever go to the Disney Quest?
I don't think so, no. I didn't go to Disney a lot at all, and I've lived here
didn't either.
for a long time, so.
Disney Quest was different, though. It was very interactive with all the games and stuff.
No, I don't think I ever did. I don't remember that in the slightest.
You got to try it sometime.
Yeah.
Now that it's closed.
Now that's close.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got on the docket for ideas today to talk about?
My onesie. We can talk about my onesie.
All right, I was hoping you weren't going to say anything. I was just like, we could just do the episode without ever mentioning it.
All right,
and just see how it goes.
Let's do a rewind thing.
Okay. So, what do we have on the docket today for ideas?
I mean, I got a story for you.
All right, hit me with the story.
All right. So I was driving to work the other day, and I see this gentleman all of a sudden walking on the sidewalk, and he's leaned over.
Uh-huh. Like dead?
No, he's leaned over. His feet are on the ground.
Okay.
He's walking on the sidewalk, and he's flapping like a bird. And I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
And then he catches himself, and he catches his balance, and he stands up, and he's got a tank top on. Of course, he's got a tank top on because he's got like a Vietnam military vet hat on.
Nice.
Of course, he's got a tank on.
Yeah.
But he was flapping around like crazy.
Yeah.
And at first, I don't know. I just thought he was drunk or something.
Yeah.
And
naturally.
And then he just starts walking. I was like
normal?
Yeah, like normal. It was just one of those weird things. Like, it was a snippet in my life, but in that guy's life, I'm thinking he probably has no idea of the impact
on you.
Obviously that it's carried with me. Yeah. It was strange. And then I'm driving and I'm thinking, like, what the fuck was that? And then this lady's on the phone looking real pissed.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to say it, but looking real Karen. And like, she was calling someone probably angry about him doing what he does. I don't know if they're related or not. Maybe he was drunk and she's like, this guy's publicly intoxicated. But
where was this at?
This was on Bloomingdale. No, this is on Lithia Pinecrest, right outside of the Chili's.
Oh, so on like a really busy street.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff around him.
Yeah.
And a lot of businesses.
He's like, God, I hope no one noticed.
Yeah, okay. Everyone noticed.
Everyone noticed.
He maybe came out of Chili's, dude. He maybe like went in there, had 20 too many whatever drinks they serve.
Yeah.
And just came out and had a moment of something. I don't know.
On that same road when I was younger, my friend and I, we were neighbors, and we would ride our bikes all around the area.
Yeah.
I don't know. We would like go kind of far, and we just kind of had like a ton of freedom, or what we felt like was freedom, because we would just go wherever and we'd cross the street and shit like that. And it was cool just being that age and kind of be able to make the decisions. And you go here with like the $7 you have and buy a soda, and it felt pretty neat.
Dude, it felt like you were an adult.
Exactly.
That's what I know exactly what you're talking about, man.
I had the same kind of occurrence though. I was riding down the same road, and the sidewalk went around a light pole, and I decided to not follow the sidewalk,
go behind it,
and go right along the same road. So there's a light pole, the thing, the metal tether that comes out, and I ride in between it, and for some reason there's a giant hole that I don't see, dude, and my front tire buries into it, and I just go over the handlebars. And in my mind, I'm like, God. What the fuck? And there's traffic. Everybody's watching me fly over the handlebars. And I land. I didn't get too hurt because I landed in the grass.
Okay.
But I don't know.
But your pride.
I was so surprised.
Pride is done.
Pride was just slathered in the streets like a possum.
Dude, that shit happens.
Yeah.
In front of everyone that's in their cars, just driving, just like...
Is that kid okay?
I certainly hope that kid is okay.
Should we hop out?
I want to go to Chili's now.
No, he's fine. Look.
He's getting up.
His bones are flexible.
Your arm is just... You got a compound fracture out of your fucking elbow, and he's like, no, he's good. He's good. He's not crying.
I crack it back into place.
Get back on your bike.
Oh, he's good. He's fine. He's fine.
Just
Yeah, my ego is more hurt than anything physically.
that shit. If you end up not getting hurt, it's almost worse because it's like now it's just my ego and my pride.
Have you ever had like a bad bike wreck like that?
Probably multiple times when I was a kid. Because that's what me and my friends used to do up in New York is we'd have a decent amount of space that my parents would allow us to go to.
Yeah.
Because it's a smaller town, not main streets that we were on. So yeah, and it was all like gravel roads. So a lot of rock, not pavement.
That's terrible to fall on, dude.
So I would fall and you'd fall on your knees. And like, I swear I got like the worst injuries of my life when I was 7 years old, falling on my knees.
On a bike.
Yeah, dude. And it's like, you get up and it's all white, and I'm like, that's my bone. But obviously it's not. And
It's just gravel.
Blood going crazy after that.
Any falls in front of people where you just wanted to
Not that I can remember, possibly. You just get up and you're like, well, I'm okay.
I had one. I was, again, for some reason, downtown in the Disney area. I was at Old Town.
Spending too much time there, dude.
I was at Old Town. You know where the Slingshot is downtown in Orlando?
I do know where that is, yes.
We were camping at the KOA there, and I had this bike that my dad and I, we basically like pulled it out of someone's trash, and then we sanded it. He sanded it down.
Uh-huh.
When you're a kid and you say we,
I watched. Me and my dad did it.
yeah. When you're a kid and you say we, it's your dad, and you learn some stuff.
Yeah, of course.
Like, we painted my rims. No, he did. So he sanded down this bike. We pulled it all apart, and he got new tires for it and everything. I bought the tires, so that's what I did.
Yeah.
And then we just made it look super cool. I had a bike, but this one right here was like super long on some of the parts, and it just looked really unique. So I decided to just kind of turn it into like a project.
Nice.
So this bike was really weird. It just wasn't laid out like a traditional BMX,
like the frame.
Like the frame.
The frame was weird,
right.
weirdly shaped.
Most BMX they're kind of down low, in tight, so that you can kind of hug some corners and stuff.
Yeah.
This was very long and lanky, but it wasn't like an awkward chopper bike. It was just kind of
like a road-ish bike, like mine, like in there.
Different. It was the traditional BMX layout, but I wasn't used to the layout of the bike and how it felt.
Yeah.
And I was in Old Town Disney in Orlando.
Old Town.
And I had a friend at the time, the one who I would ride around on the bike with, and he could do pedaling wheelies
for a
long time. And so I
wanted
it was impressive. So I wanted to start to learn that. And I was practicing that. I could do a couple pedals and then I'd go down.
Oh no.
And I came up. I do a few pedals.
Oh.
Still not used to how loose the handlebars are, and I land with my front tire like this.
Ooh.
But this time I go over the handlebar.
Yeah.
I've wrecked a lot on bikes.
Yeah, it seems like it,
and
dude.
the bike stops, dude, and I go.
Oh no.
And just poof. And I land. And it's midday, so I'm thinking no one noticed. And I'm thinking, thank God no one noticed, because this is very embarrassing, and I'm actually feeling kind of hurt. And there's a group of like, I don't know, you, me, and our group of friends in 40 years hanging out, walking through Old Town. And they all saw me. And I'm like, God, don't let them say anything as I'm brushing off this crap on my knees and stuff. And a lady comes by. She's like, are you okay, son? I'm like, yes, I'm fine.
I was until you came up and asked.
I was. Until now.
You son of a... It's like, hey, any of you got a gun?
Where's my mother?
Any of you have a concealed permit?
Exactly.
Can I see it?
It was embarrassing. Just one of those times where I wish I would have not done that thing. But
actually, when's the last time you rode a bike?
I've ridden Maggie's bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
like a road bike?
Just a road bike, one gear.
That's like mine. A fixed gear bike, yeah.
Milk wagon looking thing.
Milk wagon?
Yeah. Just
what the fuck's a milk wagon?
Like fenders over the wheels and shit.
Like a cruiser? Like a beach cruiser?
Yeah, like a beach cruiser. Exactly.
Beach cruisers are nice, dude. They're comfortable.
Yeah. Put a basket on it.
Does it have like the curved?
They go back? Oh,
like that, yeah. So you can just...
You know she threw a bell on that shit.
Well, dude, bells are good. When I go biking in Riverwalk in Tampa, people don't fucking move. So when I stop pedaling on my bike, it makes like a loud like noise with
all
like
not
when
gears, but
whatever.
There's a mechanism in there that keeps
like,
the pedals from turning.
Yeah. So when I do that, it makes a loud noise, and I usually stop so they can hear me. Some people hear me. Most people just stand there not. And we're supposed to yield to them, and I do. But if they can move, it's easier for them to move than me to maneuver around like multiple people. So I need I want a horn, like a.
Dude, you need 2 horns so you can like back and forth, or a bell and a horn too.
Oh my! Just ring ding.
And then one between your knees. So you're like,
oh my! No, I need a train horn, dude. I need that.
I hate those.
Those things are loud.
I hate those.
I would scare the shit out of so many people. They would know though, so I do it once. The whole Riverwalk hears it, so they expect it.
And there's like a sound wave that goes over the water,
People
and the
feel
birds. The birds are like.
Yeah.
Have you ever been by one of those train horns?
Dude, my friend had one in his car years, like when I was very young.
Yeah.
So we used to just do it at stop signs, stoplights all the time.
I was driving one time, and the dude beside me was in a huge lifted truck. Like his truck, the bottom of the cab itself was either where the flag is, or like the middle of the TV.
Bottom?
The bottom of the truck.
What the fuck?
And I think with some of them, they put them in the bed of the truck, or they put them underneath the truck.
Yeah.
I had my windows down because I didn't have AC, and he blew the horn, and I was right beside him. The side of my face just felt like
goes numb.
Numb. Yeah, absolutely. Dude, I was so mad. I just drove, and it was
I'd be pissed.
Blood was boiling.
Those things are obnoxious, dude. Too obnoxious.
Yeah, I was mad.
But they're funny. I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty funny
for everyone else but me.
Well, yeah, at that point, yeah, of course. But being in the car doing it is fun.
Well,
you weren't in the car.
No, I wasn't in the car. Well, enjoy.
Well,
douche.
Or I need a tiny little like megaphone that I can like drill into my handlebar that I can just do the alarm when I'm behind somebody. So I think, just for a quick second.
You need like a bucket helmet too with like lights on the top, red and blue.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but you're fueling that guy's ego with enjoying his train horn.
Well, that was a long time ago, like when I was in middle school or something. So
text him right now,
or high school. I don't remember who it was.
Text him right now, or just put a status like, "Hey, if you had a train horn,
I'll grab my phone. If you had
a train horn, take it off."
If you had a train horn when we were in middle/high school or whatever, please message me. He messaged me.
Well, he's probably not in middle school when you had the train horn, so.
Yeah, because who's driving in middle school? You're right. So it was high school.
The failing kids.
I don't know who the fuck it was. Yeah, this 16-year-old in 7th grade still, 8th grade. Poor kid.
Yeah. There was a...
Should have gotten homeschooled.
Yeah, then you'd be like me wearing your onesie. Try not to mention
Don't get homeschooled, kids.
Don't get homeschooled, guys. You'll end up in a onesie.
Look, you go to public school, you wear a winner's jersey.
Oh.
you get homeschooled, you wear a fucking onesie.
I mean,
honestly, pick or choose. Most people are going to pick you.
So, you can't deny it. I'm in a onesie right now, and I was homeschooled. And you were never homeschooled. And
no, I was not.
You're in a winner's jersey.
Winner's jersey, dude.
So you can't deny with those facts and odds.
No, you can't, literally. So.
Loser. You're a loser. We haven't gotten loud this podcast, so.
No, it's kind of boring.
You're a loser!
Oh my God, I'm so proud of you.
Cat.
Dude.
I'm not a loser. So we're looking forward to having Graham Barrett on the podcast.
One day, hopefully, if you're watching
day.
Graham.
Graham. For the Graham.
For the Graham.
Yeah. I like his stuff. I respect his comedy. I think it's just very unique. So
in today's age,
day.
I think it is very unique.
Yeah,
yes.
One day.
So unique that it's not taken off as quick as I think it deserves to take off. But hey, in due time.
In what age do you think his comedy is not unique?
I don't know. Like, I'm not sure. It's probably it's not like new. It is new, but like I've seen people that do somewhat just random type of stuff like that, and they're not nearly as successful as him. And he's pretty successful at the moment. Like he's gaining followers pretty consistently. From the last time we looked at him on here, he's gained a decent amount.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess it's like that abstract type of weird bits that he does that just it gets hard for stuff to go viral. I don't know. I don't think there is a time in the past that it could have been popular. I don't know if that time is even around yet. You know what I mean?
I think he's right where he needs to be
at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah. because his stuff is strange enough that even stuff that's way less creative. I love White Claw Gabe. I love White Claw Gabe, but he's
basic,
that's
dude.
less creative.
Oh, absolutely.
The only thing about that is he's talking about a brand that's super popular, White Claw Gabe.
It's relatable,
and he's yelling profanities, which is funny.
Which is relatable,
which is
a lot of people.
Which is funny. So Graham Barrett is just much more clean, but much more creative and random.
Absolutely,
that's hard to compete with. Is like,
and a lot more work goes into his videos. White Claw Gabe just looks at his phone and just screams. Which, guess what? I love it. I fucking love it. But I mean, Graham does he does multiple shots. He does different things. You know, so like he puts more work into it. You know, of course. So. Do
you think he gets ideas and then he shoots or do you think some of his stuff is written down and then he plans and
probably
goes
written
out?
down? Probably he's a comedian, so like he writes stuff down. I'm sure ideas, jokes, skits that he probably wants to do, like a joke that turns into a short Instagram video. Yeah, he writes shit down. Guarantee it.
What do you think he would? As little as we know about the person Graham Barrett, based off his content. If we were to do something with him, like in real life, what do you think you would want to do with him, like content-wise?
Content-wise?
Yeah.
Not the podcast? Like, other than the podcast?
Not the podcast, so it's like just us and then his content.
I don't know. I mean, I'd like to do a skit with him, but I feel like does he do skits with other people? Not often.
The one with the ending racism.
Which, that was great.
He stopped racism right then and there.
I mean, yeah. You stopped racism last podcast. Do you remember that? You ended racism.
I do.
That was a crazy story.
I mean, it made sense, right?
I'm so happy that I don't have to worry about being racist or other people being racist anymore. Like, it's just over.
You can be yourself now.
Yeah.
You
what?
Just be yourself now.
What does that mean?
Just be yourself. It's not going to be in the back of your mind when you're about
I am myself. I don't worry about it. But
when you're about to tell a racist joke, you don't have to go.
Oh, so like, okay.
So there's a black guy, a priest, and an Asian dude. You don't have to do that anymore. Racism's over.
Police all.
Boop, boop. You Italian, come with us. Hey, Peter, hop in the cop car.
Oh, God. That was
Going
good.
down the road.
That was good.
Bonnie has lost my wheelchair.
Fuck. Just talk like Joe the whole time, dude.
Fucked another man on it. But it's okay. I don't do much Joe.
That dude, he's easy though. You're doing it like for you. It's easy.
Yeah,
that was good.
I could say Peter really well. Peter.
Say it again one more time.
Hey, Peter.
There you go. That was good.
Peter, can I
Peter.
Peter. Peter, you want to grab a beer over at the Glam? I'm okay for a guy that doesn't work on his
impressions. No, you're pretty spot on. Like. Every time that you just randomly do it. Yeah. Like, people know who you're doing, which is good, dude. That's a skill.
I'm an on-the-fly kind of guy.
If you worked on it, obviously you could improve on all of them, of course. So
There's a... Gosh, I don't know why I always like to bring up random content creators that I do admire, but there's a guy named Jamie Cosas, and he has really good impressions that he does. He can impersonate a lot of people. And he was partnered with a team that did a short for Han Solo.
The movie?
It was like...
Or just in general, Han Solo?
Fan-made.
Okay, yeah.
It was fan-made.
All right.
And I feel like he had a better Han Solo face and vibe. Maybe he wasn't the best actor.
Yeah.
I felt like he had a better young Han Solo face and vibe than the guy that actually played in Solo.
Young Solo, yeah.
Yeah. Young Solo.
Well, like young
Han Solo. What up, Young Solo?
That's his rapper name, dude.
Yeah.
Come on.
Young Solo. I felt like he had a better vibe of being...
The way you think Han Solo would be young? Like,
right.
You don't think the guy did a good job in the movie?
Don't get me wrong. If I had never seen Jamie Cosa's fan-made Han version of his short, then I would have never known. I would have really liked I don't know the actor's name. I would have really liked his stuff a lot. But I saw this guy's, and I just thought that he should have been the person to play young Han Solo.
But is he an actor?
He is an actor. He does impressions.
Okay.
And he does short films where he'll do characters of existing characters. And he did this short where he was playing Wolverine in a scene. So they got into a lumberyard. They They got into a lumber yard. He had a wife beater on, and he got shredded.
You need to be
for
shredded,
this
dude.
scene.
Need to be.
It was really good.
Yeah, but he doesn't compare to our boy. Dude. There's no way.
Hug. Hugh Jackman?
Hugh Jackman is the best, dude.
Yeah, I don't think he was trying to be Hugh Jackman, but
no, I'm sure he wasn't.
He's
but
like late 20s, mid 20s when I first saw him. So he's got the ability. I don't know what it is. Like, he can look like Robin Williams.
Like, he does really good, I guess, costume design or like whatever type of
facial expressions with his impression.
So,
with his facial
impersonating
expression.
some. Yeah, okay, I know what you mean. Yeah, that's pretty cool. What's his name?
Jamie Kosas or Kosa?
Jamie
Costa.
Jamie
Costa.
Jamie Costa. Oh, yeah. Right.
He's got a lot of good stuff.
I feel like wow, his birthday is 2 days before Michaela's birthday.
Shout out to Jamie Costa.
I go to Google Photos and I see him without a shirt and a 12-pack. Just kidding. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pack. Jesus.
Oh, I thought you meant beer.
No.
So he can play a good Han Solo. He can play a great Obi-Wan Kenobi. And I don't know.
No, not better than. No.
Oh my God! Yes.
No.
Yeah.
I'm looking at him as Han Solo right now.
Yeah.
He looks good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Do you see the X-Men photo where he's got the wife beater on and he's flexing?
No, I'm gonna look it up now.
All right.
I looked up Han Solo.
I'm in Google Images and I see it. But if you wanted to pull up a video or whatever, just to watch one for an example.
Yeah.
He's really good at impressions. He can do a lot of those, and
he was ripped.
He's really
talented. So body wise, yeah, looks great, but face wise, I can't see him as.
Yeah, that's like
Wolverine.
that's like a multiverse Wolverine. You know?
Yeah, I mean, sure, I can see that. He definitely looks like him body wise. He's fucking shredded.
Like the same. I don't know. I guess I'd be the same person, but a different universe, sort of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So he's really good. He's got a really good Robin Williams impression as well.
Does he?
Really good, and his face even starts to look like him too. That's what he does really well. Is he does really well with changing his face and his whole persona to look like whoever he's impersonating.
Yeah. And I'll put some pictures in here, so we're just not talking about some random shit you can't see. Put a couple pictures in.
I mean, you could pull up one of the videos if you want.
Nah, no, I'm not doing the videos.
Nah?
No.
All right.
That's too much, dude. Just the photos.
But speaking of impressions, he's the best.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Who else are you good at?
See, what about the old Presidente?
That was good. That's good.
I used to work at the Pentagon.
Oh my God.
Then I moved myself to the Oval Office.
Nice.
All of a sudden, now the left hand now knows what the right hand's doing.
Oh my God.
And Deborah, she says, "Don't use any hands. I got you."
What the fuck, dude?
And she's got me. But that Bama guy, he's following me.
What?
He doesn't know what his left hand's doing. Who's that?
George Bush.
Yeah,
but you said
George W.
You said Deborah?
Barbara.
Yeah, but you said Deborah.
Oh, I did?
Like, that's not her name.
That's the closest.
Barbara
you could get.
Bush.
Barbara Bush.
Oh God. I'm not drinking Bush anymore. Everyone, be happy. This is a because I just finished
it. Yeah, he ran out.
No, there's still some in there. I only grabbed one. The Goose Island Hazy IPA. I'm a big fan of hazy IPAs. Big fan. Hazy, juicy.
They got a good brand. It's like the Goose thing. When you see the logo, you know what it is.
I also like their very minimal kind of marketing on their cans. I feel like they just recently did this a few years ago. Like that they're all just good font. Flat. Yeah, I really do like it. I'm a big fan. And they make good beer. All the beers are super good. A lot of IPAs, which I'm a fan of, but
yeah, I haven't had much
solid.
Goose Island.
Solid.
But
you want to try?
No.
You don't want to try it? Are you almost done with that disgusting White Claw Surge?
No.
Nasty.
All right, chug to the death. Chug to the death.
Done. Oh, it's getting fucking good.
Jabba the Hutt. Oh my god.
Oh, that was painful. You done? Oh shit.
Yeah, it was about half, maybe about half.
Okay, so we chugged about the same because mine was a little bit gone too.
Oof, that tasted like I was chugging Pepto-Bismol.
But wait, Pepto-Bismol would be pretty easy to chug.
Yeah, no, not good.
Yeah.
Not good. So now that you're a man,
what does that mean?
now that you're a man,
How?
after you chug that beer,
Oh, okay.
have you ever thought back to a point when you were younger and thought of an occurrence? Maybe at the time you didn't know it, but now that you're a man, thought, Jesus Christ, what the fuck? That was not normal. Like, that was weird.
When I was a kid?
Yeah, so thing happens as you're a kid. You don't think much about it. You grow, and it stays in your memory, and then you're like, okay, that was probably reflection of a person that has something fucking wrong with them. And you were involved in it.
Honestly... So I'll preface this by saying I don't have one at the moment, but I have really bad memory of my childhood.
When do you remember? Like, what memories do you start kind of having? Like 6, 7, later, earlier?
Much later. Like my memories that I'm pretty solid with are like from middle school.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
But you smoked marijuana way earlier than me.
Yeah, I smoked a decent amount of... I mean, you can call it weed. Nowadays, people would laugh at it and not call it weed.
Whatever.
Because of how bad it is. But in middle school. But I can't say anything crazy like that happened with somebody.
It doesn't have to be crazy, but
in my inner circle.
Just weird.
I don't
like
know.
that probably shouldn't have happened. All right, I have two that I'll.
You have two?
Yeah, I have two
lined up
I'm
already.
Comfortable with talking about.
Oh God, okay.
Maybe while I'm talking about it, you can.
Yeah, I'll think
reflect.
about it. Yeah, go ahead.
So I have a memory from kindergarten.
How the fuck do you have a memory from kindergarten?
I was woke.
What?
I was part of the woke crowd when I was
this
kindergarten.
This is a manufactured memory. I don't believe this.
No.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm telling you.
All right,
I had a teacher,
yes,
and I think she was evil because she was a total biatch in school, in kindergarten. And, dude, kids would, like, be in nap time, and they'd be sleeping there, and they'd maybe pop their head up, and she'd run over, and she'd grab them by the arm and, like, put them in timeout because they weren't sleeping. And that happened to me one time. That happened to me one time.
Wow.
We were in kindergarten, and someone had a spot I wanted to sleep under, like sleeping under a table where it was dark and kind of cozy. And I'm sleeping in my spot. Well, I never slept during nap time, but I'm laying there with my eyes closed. I'm like, today's the day. I'm going to fall asleep.
Yeah.
Today's the day. All of a sudden, this bitch fucking walks over and grabs me by the arm and pulls me up.
Nice.
And I'm like, what? What's wrong? She's like, you were talking with Justin. Asian kid. And she throws both of us onto a table, and she's like, hide your face.
What the fuck?
And we go.
Really?
Yeah, for the rest of nap time. So I'm just kind of setting the tone for this lady.
Yeah.
So she invited us to her church.
Okay.
And we went, and it was okay. And, like, the meeting was awkward. My parents knew that she was my teacher.
Yeah.
It was awkward for me, and I was kindergarten age, so 6, maybe 5.
Yeah, 4 or 5, yeah.
So I knew something was weird. I knew something was up.
Yeah.
I went to school one day with a Happy Meal Pokemon ball.
Nice.
Okay?
Yeah.
I felt like being nice to her. I felt like maybe taking the bridge, throwing some water on it before it burned. I don't know. I don't know what came over me. I do that sometimes.
You were a good guy.
I was a good guy.
A good boy.
I pop open this plastic Pokemon ball. Out pops the Charizard that's in it.
Yeah.
She's sitting at her desk. Interested. It falls onto her lap. Did you hear that?
That was
cool.
good. That was good.
It falls onto her lap, really close to her zipper, really close to her crotch.
Okay.
It lands on her lap, and she looks down and looks up at me.
What happened after
She
this?
fucking looks up at me, dude. That's enough! And I'm going, dude. I didn't know it then, but that's kind of fucked.
Are you sure?
Like, I don't think she was a pervert.
Are you sure?
I'm serious.
You think she was making just like
I don't know if she's a pervert or was a pervert, but she didn't move, and she's kind of waiting for me to grab this Charizard. So I go,
you grabbed it?
okay. So I pull it up. I briefly explain it because in the back of my mind, the devils are and angels are on each shoulder going, what the fuck? What was that? And I'm like, so this is a Charizard, and I'm gone. That's kind of weird.
Nothing happened after that?
Nothing happened after that. The school year ended quickly after that, but that's kind of weird, dude. Like, imagine your kid comes home and says, hey, my toy that I was trying to show to my teacher fell on their lap. Whether it's your daughter happens to a guy or your son happens to a girl.
A woman, yeah.
That's weird,
and obviously the kid is going to explain it in such a straightforward. Like, innocent way. They're going to be like, yeah, today, like, I was showing my teacher, or Miss whatever her name is or whatever, that this Charizard, and it fell out and it was on her lap, and she just looked at me, so I grabbed it because she wasn't grabbing it herself. She just looked at me, and then the parents are sitting there like,
are you kidding me?
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I told my parents, and they agreed that it was kind of fucked up.
They did?
Yeah. They're like, that's not normal.
No, no.
She left it there. I had to grab it. By that point, I knew that I was feeling uncomfortable with the decision she made.
Yeah.
And so I briefly explained what it was because I didn't give much of a shit about Pokemon at that time. But dude, maybe that's why I don't care about Pokemon
now. That's a suppressed memory of yours that like fucks with your. Like subliminal feelings about Pokemon, dude.
Yeah. As soon as the door of Pokemon goes,
you're like, in your head, it's like,
no.
Teach her vagina.
Exactly.
She wanted me to grab her vagina.
Exactly.
I was in fucking preschool or kindergarten.
I was young, and Pokemon was just getting popular with me in my life.
Yeah.
And then here comes this teacher ready to take advantage of the fact that she can do what she wants because it's her classroom. Maybe that's why I don't like Pokemon, because I have a bad memory burned in really early.
That teacher scarred you for life.
I don't remember her last name, but I remember her first name.
What's her first name?
I remember.
Wait. It's your teacher, so you call her Miss something.
Yeah.
Or Mrs. something. How do you remember her first name?
I don't know.
And not her last
her
name.
first name.
What's her first name?
Was Dana.
Dana White? Like Dana White?
She was pretty. She had nice blonde curly hair.
No, your story's fucked up now, dude.
Fuck no.
Whoa.
No, like she was. I think that's why it was more difficult.
She's pretty. You're like 5 years old.
Don't matter, dude. Don't matter. I know what looks good. So here, I think that's probably a hard part about it too. Is like if she was just
you had a boner.
Maybe that's why she stared at me. She's like, "Damn, son,
this conversation isn't going where I want it to go."
No, I promise you. I promise you. Like I was never attracted to her, but in my mind, I'm like, okay, she's pretty like my mom. Like my mom was young. And
okay.
She looks like me, so she's obviously good looking. So
okay,
in the back of my head, I'm like, you're not fat. You don't have a fupa. You're pretty. So
okay, you rebounded well there. I appreciate the rebound.
Hey,
that was good.
It was. I don't know. It was weird. I mean, had she have been like not attractive, maybe it wouldn't have meant anything to me, or maybe it would have meant less. But in my mind,
guess what
she's
I know what you're saying.
Pretty lady.
Yeah,
it's on. It was weird.
I know what you mean by the whole. Since she was a somewhat attractive person, it's a little bit different. Yeah. Like if a teacher was fat and ugly or older, and
I'd have been like, oh, Jesus Christ.
You would have been like, yeah, give me back my fucking Charizard.
I'm out of here.
Go home. This fat fucking... No.
That was an occurrence that at the time I knew was weird, but now down the road...
Is even... Yeah.
It's so burned...
You recognize it, yeah.
It's so burned into my memory that... I don't know, dude. I know it's fucked up, but at the time I didn't realize how weird it was.
Yeah.
I mean, that... I don't know if... Because there's so much... You're tired of hearing about this?
No, it's just like... It's getting... There's more to the story, apparently. Or like more to the explanation.
No, like...
It's obviously affected you. You're how old now? 27?
Yeah. Because
it's affecting you, dude.
Because video now is caught, and you have all of these weird mostly dudes, getting caught like being creepy.
Well, because guys are the worst, dude. Yeah.
That might not have flown now.
No, dude, even if it was completely innocent, it still wouldn't have flown. No teacher nowadays is going to ask or like look at a student and imply like, pick up your toy in my crotch.
Get it.
That wouldn't fly in any grade or any time. Like, no, nowadays that'd be fucked. Yeah.
Even if it landed on her knees, it's still
anywhere suggestively
courtesy.
Yeah.
To just say, oh, there you go.
Why wouldn't the teachers be like, oh my god, here you go, you dropped your fucking toy, dumbass
kid. Be fucking normal if you teach kindergarten.
Yeah, that's weird. That is weird.
For fuck's sake, if you're a dude or a chick, whatever.
Anybody. You got
anything?
I don't. Not like that.
All right, number 2. All right.
Well, you want a drink before this?
Yeah.
What do you want? Kona?
Something less freakish.
I'll give you a Kona.
All right, that's fine.
Or do you want to try this IPA?
Goosey?
Yeah, the Goose.
Sure, I'll go with the Goosey.
It's actually very light. It's not strong.
Thank you.
But it's got like a 6-point-something%.
It's actually not strong, but it's 6-point-something.
I meant the taste isn't strong, so.
So this one's not as dramatic, but.
Oh, good.
All right, how about this? It's less sexual, but it's as deep of issue.
Oh, God.
So I started working for an electrician. He was a licensed electrician.
Okay.
If you live in Tampa, you've seen some commercials of Mr. Sparky or this or that, like some of the big brand, lots of marketing behind their company type of electrician companies.
Yeah.
I worked for a guy who owned the first movie theater in Brandon, Florida. Mm-hmm. Now, he didn't own it.
Here, let me just, because I want to check this camera because it's not recording.
Go ahead.
So I don't want to lose out on the...
I'll continue. It's on me.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I worked for a guy who bought the first movie theater in Brandon, Florida, and turned it into a like a lighting studio. So he had chandeliers. He had like super nice chandeliers. Like some of the shit that we were putting together for his showroom were at least 10 to 20 grand, and I would have to place some of the bedazzly jewels on some of these chandeliers and build some of them, and it was really scary because there were some expensive pieces. So he purchased out the first theater in Brandon before AMC. He's getting a little toasty. Speaking of sexy kindergarten teachers.
Oh, I'm sure you're getting a little... God fucking damn it, dude.
So he bought the first... third time I'm saying this. He bought the first... He was an electrician.
Yes.
We would do runs where we would install new electric stuff. Like what you have there are like basic pendants for builder kind of quality over-the-counter lights.
Yeah.
We would replace those with custom stuff, with nice stuff. We would measure them. I would be in your fucking attic if you didn't have holes there. Drilling holes, sweating my dick off, making that happen because that's popular now.
Yeah.
And a couple years ago, it was less popular, and some of the older homes that didn't exist.
Yeah.
So I was like the grunt that was hopping in the attic, kind of doing some of the drilling. I got so mad one time because he was like, "Oh, it's over here," and he's talking to me through 7.5 feet of insulation and wood. I bit a hole in my shirt. I went.
You bit a hole in your shirt?
Yeah, I got rid of the shirt because it was bad memories, but I bit a hole in my shirt. I was so mad. This guy was a super nice guy. He was presentable. He was kind of one of those guys that... I mean, my dad does interior, exterior home renovations, so you've got to be personable if you want people to feel okay with you being in their home.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And
I work in people's homes, so I understand that, absolutely.
So if they catch a hint of creep vibe, they're not okay with you being there, especially when they're not there.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
This guy was a super nice guy, and we have worked in homes. We had worked in homes when people weren't there, but he had this thing about using the bathroom at homeowners' homes.
What do you mean a thing about it?
He had a thing
like
about
he liked using their bathrooms?
The opposite.
You can't use them.
He wanted them to believe we weren't human.
How long were these jobs?
Hours, dude.
So you couldn't even pee?
He's like, well, I don't ask for the homeowners to see if I can use their bathroom, so I pee in the truck.
What the?
I pee in the van.
In what, a bottle?
Yes.
Bro. No.
Grab your water thing real quick. That's probably about 1.5 liters to 2 liters, half gallon.
Well, it's half gallon, yeah. So whatever it is.
He would provide. Oh my god. He had this empty V8 bottle.
Oh my god.
That he would want both of us.
Everyone? What?
No, just me and him on the job. So
Still, two people?
He's the licensed electrician.
Okay.
Is the lighting okay right now? It's getting darker.
No, it's fine. Yeah,
He's the licensed electrician. I'm the grunt guy that gets in the attic because his knees are bad. He would want both of us to pee in this bottle. Not like weird sexually, whatever.
No, this was his idea of...
Right.
Yeah.
Of keeping the I don't know.
I don't even know, yeah.
It's like keeping what we're doing as people and a business behind the curtain.
Yeah.
That was his idea of making sure, like, everything's good, everything's smooth, everything looks professional. Oh, by the way, they think you don't piss or shit. We pee in a bottle in the van.
That is weird, dude.
That's weird.
That's weird as
like,
fuck.
It's not scarring like the Charizard thing.
No,
but
it's not scarring. It's just something you look back and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Now, I do have one. It's a same exact scenario, work-wise, with a supervisor / whatever.
Reason I had you bring this over is that the stupid V8 bottle we would pee in was a little bit smaller than this.
It was that big?
But the opening was this big.
So you gotta...
Just go hop in the van real quick and take your leak. Dude, what if I gotta actually take a shit?
Then you just gotta hold it.
I never had to take a shit.
That's
was
lucky.
Great.
That's luck right there.
That's luck right there, because I don't know... God, he must have had an ice chest for that, but dear Lord. I don't know.
He's got one of your coolers, dude, for that.
Think about this. Before we get into your story, like, what kind of a person thinks that, okay, I can't let these people know that I'm...
A normal person.
100% human.
So, like, I don't know, dude. That's weird as fuck. That doesn't make any sense.
His son's weird.
Is he?
His son is really weird.
Does he do what he does, or like?
I don't know, but I mean, they don't talk. They're so weird, similar but opposite. They don't talk. I'm gonna try this. Cheers.
Yeah, try it. Cheers, man. All right, so
that's fucking weird. Go ahead.
That's a weird story. Mine's not as weird. It's more of like a fucked up business practice type of thing.
Okay.
So before I was a photographer on my own, I worked for a company, obviously, doing real estate photography stuff. And by the way, how's the beer? We good? You didn't like it?
That's okay.
I'll drink it if you want. You can switch.
No, man, I've committed.
All right. I respect that. And there was this manager. She was a manager / so she answered the phone. She did all the scheduling and stuff. So I a lot of correspondence between us too, often. So there was this one time where I was in Palmetto. I was going to Palmetto on 41. A normal road, 55 mile per hour, speed limit. And I'm driving, and I'm behind I think it's like a FedEx truck or something like that.
A box truck, kind of.
Yeah. And they pull over pretty quick. Like, I'm probably 3 car lengths behind them.
How many lanes?
2 lanes. Like 2 lanes going 4 lanes. So I guess.
Okay, 2 and 2.
But like this part of 41 is way split. So the median is huge. So like 2 and 2 going each way. And I'm in the right lane. He's in front of me. And he goes over really quickly, and I was like, okay. But then as soon as you get over, like, he barely missed it. It was a tire in the road, like a blown semi-truck tire, massive.
And now it's in your face?
So now I had no time. If I whipped out of it, I would have whipped too hard and went off the road. Go ahead, quickly.
And
What do you
say, uh-oh.
No, yeah, in my brain, I'm just like, I'm hitting it.
Here we go.
Because if I did whip, I would have whipped. Just, dude, I ran over that shit. It got stuck underneath my car. It also ripped the plastic that covers a lot of like the undercarriage kind of area.
But that's why it's
off.
there.
Yeah, no, it did. The plastic did its job. But then again, I couldn't drive, obviously. So I pulled off into a parking lot. And I looked, and metal is ripped off as well, like some undercarriage metal. Nothing
This tire
important.
was sitting, or it was bouncing, or
no, it was a blown tire, so it was completely destroyed.
They call them gators when they
Do
fly
they?
off of semi trucks. Yeah.
Like that?
When they're on the side of the road and they're ripped up like that, they call those gators.
That's what it was, yeah. And it was in the middle of the lane, so the FedEx or whatever truck it was dodged it. But like really late, like why the fuck did he wait till the last second?
He ain't
I had no
sabotaging my
time,
packages.
dude. I had no fucking time, so I hit it. And what happened, it was the beginning of the day. So it was like, this was at like 9:30. I'm on my way to my 10 o'clock. And I have 4 appointments in a day, usually for that, that company. A 10, 12, 2, and 4. So I get to this parking lot and I message this, manager. I'm like, hey, I just ran over a tire. I explained the whole situation, like about the car and stuff. I had no time. And I was like, I'm really sorry. I'm going to see if I can get this metal taken off, and I might need to get towed. I can't drive because this metal is dragging.
Yeah.
And I found out later, I got AAA to come. She rescheduled my stuff. She got people to cover it. She told the realtor that I was going to meet that I got hit by a truck.
Lied.
Yeah. So she said I got hit by a truck and got into a major accident instead of just saying what I said.
Yeah.
Which is completely believable because it's true, for one. So I eventually saw that realtor a couple weeks later, or like a week later.
Her name was probably Candace.
Her name was who? The realtor? Or
yeah.
The realtor was Patty.
Candace,
Patricia.
Patty. Pretty close.
She's very nice. I go up and she's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "What? Like, excuse me?" And she's like, "The car accident." I was like,
Wait. The lady that lied, is her name Candace?
Her name was
Candace.
Jeanette.
Jeanette? Sorry.
You were close.
Candace is sometimes just like a liar's name. Sorry, Candy.
Are you doing Candace for the...
No.
You're not?
No.
Are you sure?
No, I'm serious.
You son of a bitch.
I just feel like Candace is like one of those names
it's getting dark, yeah.
It's like really deceitful.
Open those up. Yeah, open those up. Oh, we got some nice sun on the Tampa Bay flat. Ooh.
So you show up.
So, yes, I showed up to this specific woman's appointment, and she's like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "What?" And she's like, "The car accident. You got the truck." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm fine," because I had to cover up for it. And that was a fucked up. Like, who the fuck does that? Like, for just a one appointment that needs to be rescheduled, hers, because I didn't know if I could make to the 12 yet. I probably could have. It was just one that I was like, reschedule at 10. We'll deal with the 12 maybe in an hour or so. Like,
did you call the lady in charge, or did you text her?
I texted her because she was pretty good at texting. Like,
I gotta say,
yeah, what?
I think there's a very big disconnect between talking to an employer or a possible employer
I agree.
through text versus phone call.
I agree. She wasn't my boss.
Yeah,
she was my peer. She was the scheduler / whatever.
All right.
But the texting was just easier. I don't know. I might have called her initially, but then I'm not sure. I think most of the correspondence was texting.
So what
I
happened?
still have screenshots of that because
the Honda.
It was the Honda. Yeah, it was this. I have screenshots of that day of those texts because I was like, one day I'm gonna bring this up, and this is not good business. This is lying.
And now on the screen is
now
evidence.
On the screen. Here's the screenshots of the text where she says, I said that you got hit by a truck, and she said, laughing my ass off. and I think my response was,
not funny.
Why did you say that? Or like, LOL, why?
Yeah.
And she was like, I forgot exactly what she said, but yeah, I'll put that up there. So after that, it was terrible, dude.
That's
and also,
some silly shit.
So yeah, that's like the story of me thinking. I mean, at the time, I thought it was fucked up. So it doesn't really work with your question because I knew it was fucked up in the beginning, and it pissed me off. But funny thing about that, quickly, is that Michaela and I are engaged, as you know from the last episode, and we went to the venue, and I'm talking about how I'm a photographer to the front desk woman, and she's like, "Oh, my she's like, "What kind of photography?" I was like, "Mostly real estate." And she's like, "Oh, my boyfriend is in real estate, like photography, or was, and is a photographer." And I'm like, "Huh?" And she's like, "Yeah, he worked for a company called blah blah." And I was like, "I worked for that company." And then she said his name is this, and I was like, "Hey, I worked with him. He was an editor. I was a photographer." I was like, "Hey, this is fucking crazy."
Cool.
So she was very nice. So thank you very much. But
and then she said, "Yeah, they suck, dude."
I was like, I left that company on not great terms, and she's like, "I don't think anybody left on good terms." And I was like, "Exactly." Hey. So sorry, guys. You got to do better business. That's it.
It starts with your owners, I think.
Owned by two brothers. One of the brothers, fantastic. I love you. And he knows who I'm talking about. If he'll never see this, but
he loves
the other guy.
That's just
The other guy, you got to work on your people skills, man. And if you're going to be an owner, stay in the back lines and let your brother do the talking. That's pretty much all I'm saying.
Your pee-pee skills. So
your pee-pee skills.
Stay in the back lines.
That's it. Let your brother do all the pee-pee work.
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of people have some of those instances where there was something that happened and they knew it was weird.
Yeah.
But then when they get older, if they reflect on it, then they realize how weird it was.
Oh, I guarantee you most people have those type of stories. Yeah. I probably do. I just can't think of them at the moment. I'm really bad at that, like bringing it up super quick.
I thought of texting you right around 11 or 12 to say, hey, I just had this idea of a talking point.
Like a question.
Here's what it is. See if you can kind of jot your memories of something that was really weird in the past that you didn't put together until you were older.
It would be a good idea if you have that in the future, because like I said, I'm really bad at on the fly remembering shit. So, but that's my fault.
Yeah,
gotta work on that.
Both those people, I think, to this day. Hey, lady, are you still a teacher? Because if you are, I hope you're not doing the weird shit that you were doing back then.
I'm sure she's a teacher. I mean, maybe not. I don't know. It's been 20 years.
I was born in 93,
21,
and you have to be 5 or 6 to be in kindergarten.
It's been like 21 years.
Back
20
in
years.
98.
Yeah.
Hey, hope you fixed your life. And I hope you don't like Pokemon. Because if you do, you're welcome.
Oh, my God. She's like, that Charizard. If she sees a Charizard, she thinks of that memory, dude.
FYI, I grew up to be kind of good looking, so you're welcome, you sicko. You fucking...
No!
I felt the hood on the back of my head, and I thought that somebody was there.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. I don't have any other weird stories like that.
No,
not really.
I don't think I do either, honestly. Nothing like that.
I did have an uncle one time. Uncle Donnie. It's not
Uncle
creepy or weird or anything. Uncle Donnie. He was there last night.
Which one? The one with the... Not the long hair.
Really dark skin, like red, brown.
There was 2 uncles there. One had long hair.
Yeah.
Obviously, one didn't.
Short hair.
The short white hair guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was awesome, dude.
He's a great guy.
He's cool, yeah.
He, they used to live in Georgia. I think I can't remember the area code, but they used to live in Sylvester, Georgia. And we would go up there and we would visit them. Mm-hmm. And one time we got there and we were going there for a couple days or a week or a weekend just to kind of hang out. And, dude, it was late. It was like 1 a.m. Might have been 9 p.m., but I was so tired. Yeah. It felt super late. And they were there kind of like horsing around, just being. I had a friend that liked to like the idea of wrestling, just to kind of like prove your strength. Okay. And I don't dig wrestling. I don't dig like arm wrestles and shit. Yeah. But Uncle Donnie was there, and they were messing around, kind of doing stuff and like wrestling and stuff. And he's like, "All right, Jacob, come on." I'm like, whatever. I'm not going to be a bitch and say no as like an 8-year-old to not wrestle my uncle. Yeah, dude. Instantly, he's like laying flat on me, and he's so heavy, my face turns as red as this interface, and I'm going. And I look at my dad. I'm like, Dad, dude, I thought I was about to see my life flash before my eyes. You think so?
You were about to pass out?
I thought I was going to die.
Well, you're going to pass out probably.
I thought I was going to die.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he's got a lot of muscle. A little bit of Uncle Chub, but Uncle Chub, Uncle Fat. He was heavy, and I was like a not even 100-pound kid. Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, gotcha." Now he's laying on me, and I cannot breathe. My face is red, and I'm like, Dad. And I think he sees in my eyes that
you're like begging him, please help.
His son's about to die.
Me.
Oh, Dad, God. Your son's about to die. You ready to have one
what
kid?
Did he do? What did he do?
He said, "Hey, Donnie, hop off of him." Hey, Donnie, I think you should get off of him. Something like that.
Hops off and you...
All of a sudden I go...
Yup. Gas for fucking life right there, dude.
Dad. Father of the year. Saved my life. But that wasn't on the same level, but looking back, I could have died.
You could have died. You would have passed out. Everyone was like, oh, he's hanging out. And you're just sitting there.
And he's like,
Just like,
Slapping my cheek. Hey, Jacob.
Jacob, wake up.
Jacob, wake up.
Jacob, wake up.
And I'm with the Lord.
Having a grand old fucking time.
I'm like, Lord, why is Uncle Donnie so
Don't send me back. He's still laying on me.
fucking huge? Don't send me back. Because if you send me back, I need a snorkel.
He's still...
Dude, if I had ever almost died, it was at that moment. Because I had nothing left. I had no strength
Nothing left,
as a
dude.
young boy to push him off. I had no will as a child to live.
No. Well, I mean, it's hard to have will when there's...
When your kindergarten
your
teacher
uncle
as fucked
on
up
your...
as she is.
Exactly.
Nikita Kucherov.
Was that?
Nikita Kucherov.
You saw him that quick? I didn't even see him that much.
No, that was Mikhail Sergachev. Sorry.
Okay. Wait, are you being serious?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay. I didn't see him, so I didn't know that you noticed him.
That
so
looked
easily.
like Ben Bishop on the goalie lineup.
Ben Bishop?
Ben
He
Bishop.
is not on the Islanders.
He was so great for the Lightning for a while,
He was a good
and then he went.
goaltender. So I talked to Mikhail about this the other day. Years ago,
Guy.
when we were playing the Penguins in the playoffs, and then we lost. It was like the deciding game. If we won, we were still in. If we lost, obviously they won the series. And we were at Hooters in Channelside before they moved the Hooters, and it's not gonna make much of a difference.
Oh yeah.
It's not gonna make much of a difference.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it did anything. You know what it does? It makes us be able to. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. All right. What I was gonna say is, Ben Bishop was playing. He got hurt in that game. Vasi was our backup. Came in that game. We still lost. Obviously, Vasi played really good. He is now the best goaltender in the NHL by far. And for his age, he has achieved so fucking. He's 27, dude. He's like my age. He's like a year older than me or so. He's probably about your age, yeah. 27. And the dude has achieved so much at 27. Usually, prime is in their 30s. You know, so it's crazy. We have the best goaltender by far. So.
It does make me kind of sad to see like the phase of really good players.
Yeah,
like Ben Bishop probably was really solid for.
He still was when we had him,
6
dude.
years.
He was great when we had him.
Yeah,
yeah.
But it's like that Tom Brady, Drew Bledsoe kind of thing.
Well, yeah, like
you got the man, and then the man.
That's kind of what happened here.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna ever say he's the greatest of all time because I don't really know hockey that well for hockey or for goaltender wise. But yeah, Drew Bledsoe gets hurt. Tom Brady takes over. He's like kind of not a nobody because he was like a I don't know what draft pick he was, but it was not first round or whatever.
You can say nobody because I think he was a nobody.
I think he kind of was
like Brett Favre.
But then he came in, and then over that first decade was just a monster, and then the second decade, which was last decade, was a monster, and now won a Super Bowl. You know, last year for us. Go Bucks.
Go Books.
So
go Bukes.
We're Champa Bay. We're Champa Bay.
Lovely ladies and the cat.
It is getting dark.
Here she comes. So on my watch, I've got an hour and 10.
Do you?
Yeah.
All right.
But hey, that's a lot of people, dude.
Unable to record video again. All right.
On that camera?
On my main camera. I don't know what's going on. I switched the SD cards around, so.
Well, you know.
Let me see quickly. So we can end it with that.
He's going to see quickly. Hey, what's up? My name's Chip. I got a tall boy. It cost me $27. I'm here to fucking have a good time. Maybe I meet a girl, maybe I don't. It's fucking Saturday, babies. Saturdays are for the boys. Look at the dude to chick ratio, man. Oh, it's like 9-1. Yeah, put your towels down. Piece of crap. Fucking fat New Yorker piece of shit.
Whoa!
Fucking fat New Yorker piece of shit.
Fuck? I'm from New York, dude.
Whoa.
Look at Andre, dude.
I'm not talking about you, man.
But I'm from New York, and not everyone's a fat piece of shit.
No, you live down here now. You're one of us. You're a winner.
Floridian means I'm a winner?
Floridian.
Florida? Okay, well.
Hey, man, you're a winner.
All right, well, what are we at?
Fucking winner. We are at closing time.
Ooh. It's not what I asked, but okay.
Right away out. Hey, if you have finished the end of this whole episode. You have just finished episode 9.
9. We're almost at double motherfucking digits.
Double digits. See you next time, you ladies and gentlemen.
Goodbye.